At the invitation of President Xi Jinping, 26 foreign heads of state and government will attend the commemoration. They are President of Russia Vladimir Putin, General Secretary of the Workers' Party of Korea and President of the State Affairs of the DPRK Kim Jong-un, King of Cambodia Norodom Sihamoni, President of Vietnam Leung Trung, General Secretary of the Central Committee of the Lao People's Revolutionary Party Thongloun Sisulit, President of Indonesia Prabowo Subianto, Prime Minister of Malaysia Anwar Ibrahim, President of Mongolia Uknajin Kurulesuk, Prime Minister of Pakistan Shehbaz Sharif, Prime Minister of Nepal KP Sharma Oli, President of the Maldives Mohammad Muizzu, President of Kazakhstan Kassym-Jomart Tokayev, President of Uzbekistan Shavkat Mirziyoyev, President of Tajikistan Emomali Rahmon, President of Kyrgyzstan Sadi Japarov, President of Turkmenistan Serdar Berdimuhamedov, President of Belarus Alexander Lukashenko, President of Azerbaijan Ilham Aliyev, President of Armenia Vakhtang Khashmyan, President of Iran Masoud Pezeshkian, President of the Republic of the Congo Denis Sassou, President of Zimbabwe Emerson Mnangagwa, President of Serbia Alexander Vučić, Prime Minister of Slovakia Robert Fico, First Secretary of the Communist Party of Cuba Central Committee and President of Cuba Miguel Diaz-Canel Bermudez, and Acting President of Myanmar Min Aung Hlaing. At the invitation of the Chinese government, the speakers, deputy prime ministers, high-level representatives from other countries, and the heads of international and regional organizations and the former statesmen will also attend the commemoration. The speakers and deputy prime ministers include Speaker of the National Assembly of the ROK, Wu Wang-shik, Speaker of the National Parliament of Timor-Leste, Maria Fernanda Lei, President of the National Assembly of Venezuela, Jorge Rodriguez Gomez, Deputy Prime Minister of Singapore, Gan Kim-yong, Special Envoy of the President of Egypt and Deputy Prime Minister for Industrial Affairs, Kamel El-Wazir, Chairman of the Bulgaria Socialist Party and Deputy Prime Minister of Bulgaria, Atanas Zafirov. The high-level representatives include Chief Advisor to the Brazilian President, Celso Amorim, the representative of the Brazilian government and ambassador to China, Marcos Galvo, representative of the Nicaraguan government and President's advisor, Laureano Ortega Muelo, Government representative of Hungary and Foreign Minister of Hungary, Peter Cizarotto, Major General Hazaimi, Commander of the Royal Brunei Armed Forces, Representative of Interim Government of Bangladesh and National Security Advisor Khaligur Rahman, Laid Rabiga, Minister of War Veterans and Rights Holders of Algeria and Member of the European Parliament, Andrea Dostal. The heads of international and regional organizations include Under-Secretary General Li Junhua of the UN, Director General Chu Dongyu of the UNFAO, President Dilma Rousseff of the New Development Bank, President Jin Liqun of the Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank, Shanghai Cooperation Organization Secretary General Nurlan Yermakbayev, CECA Secretary General Karat Saribay, Secretary General of Commonwealth of Independent States Sergei Lebedев, Secretary General of Collective Security Treaty Organization Kazmagambetov, and Chairman of the Eurasian Economic Commission Board Sajintayev. The former statesmen include the former Prime Minister of Japan, Yukio Hatoyama, the former President of the Swiss Federation and Minister of Finance, Ulrich Morer, former Prime Minister of Belgium, Yves Leterme, the former Prime Minister of Greece, Giorgio Papandreou, former Prime Minister of Italy, Massimo D'Alema, former Prime Ministers of Romania, Adrian Nastase and Victoric Dansila, former Prime Ministers of New Zealand, Helen Clark and John Key, former Foreign Minister of Australia, Robert Carr, and former Premier of the Victoria State of Australia, Daniel Andrews. Also, the foreign diplomatic envoys in China, the military attachés, and the representatives of international organizations in China will also attend the commemoration upon invitation. We have also specifically extended invitation to the international friends who have contributed to the Chinese People's War of Resistance against Japanese aggression and their families. Altogether, we have the 50 friends, international friends, and their families from 14 countries, including Russia, US, UK, France, and Canada, will attend the celebration. During the tenacious struggle, the international friends with different skin colors, different nations, and different nationalities have traveled such a long distance to China and fought side by side with the Chinese people. They have forged profound friendship with the Chinese people, a friendship that is tested by blood and fire and by life and death. The Chinese nation is a grateful nation that values friendship. We will forever remember their indomitable spirit, their selfless devotion, and their noble character.